Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, the 7th of August, 2023. And you, right now, this second, this minute, are listening to the Big Show. Hoyty J, Minogue, and Keyzie, you mad bastard, and Mogey. Looking sensational, mate. Looking relaxed, looking calm. Looking slightly cross-eyed as well, but as always, an Adonis of a man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. Thanks very much. Had a bloody ripper of a weekend. Started with the darts, of course, a little bit of Warriors, a little bit of All Blacks, a little bit of
great sporting weekend. It was
Silver Ferns, a little bit of Disney on Ice, a little bit of early to bed, a little bit of great sleep, a little bit of feeling good.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Well, you look refreshed. Is the point I was trying to make. Keyzie, how you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm going good. I am now anyway, because for the last half an hour, Jase has been hiding my phone and refusing to give it back to me, and then pretending like he doesn't know where my phone is and doesn't understand why I'm getting all worked up about it. And then just now he's given my phone back. And
well, I think you finally found it.
Thank you.
He found it. You should be grateful that he gave it.
Thank you,
But he found it on a table that I haven't been near.
And how interesting. What a panic-stricken individual he was, wasn't he? He was almost on the verge of tears.
I was.
Being without his phone for half an hour.
Well, he started hyperventilating. I thought we were going to have to wheel in the old
nebulizer. Or at least go and get some sort of squirty device. I've got one of those in my bag, by the way, Keyzie, if you ever need one.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, looking out for you.
What, a squirty device? For your throat?
No, an asthma inhaler.
Yeah.
You're right, I tried to get you a nebulizer, but they're bloody hard to get hold of, actually. Hey, listen, massive show ahead, so stay tuned. Feel free to text us on 3483 at any time. Tell us how your weekend went. Whatever you want, we don't care. In the meantime, let's kick off with a bit of Beck.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed, Beck there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show, Monday afternoon, 7 minutes past 4 o'clock. And how are we post-Hamilton, fellas? Great trip down there for the 2023 New Zealand Darts Masters. Had a great old night, Mogey.
Had a really bloody good time, and considering you and I went on the hammer like old Keyzie and Pugalicious.
No, Pugs.
Had a bloody hell of a time.
He was a steam train, wasn't he?
Dancing up a storm we were, weren't we? It was a hell of a vibe there. It's a bloody great event.
It was a great evening.
I have to, mention too, Hoyty J undefeated in the darts still.
Oh, yes.
It's four competitions in a row now I'm undefeated. Mind you, we were both pretty poked. We didn't miss the board, and that's what we were really worried about.
No, I didn't miss the board, and tickety-boo. I'm not sure what the score is. I think you had me by about 15. I got a couple of bullseyes, but, it's not really about that.
The funniest part for me watching, obviously, was Mogey coming down with his cool hat on to You Can Leave Your Hat On, which was funny. It was turtleneck on. And Jase coming down to the Once Warriors music, but also hearing the MC go, 1! When Jase had a few ones, that was very funny as well.
And also when the announcer said, next up is Cool Hat Mogey.
Just to add to the occasion, I was actually quite devastated at the end of that, Mogey, that you threw the hat away into the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was so fond of that hat, and it looked so good on you, mate. I was gutted that you did that.
I've got one similar to it at home.
Oh, you've got to bring it into the studio.
No, I will do. I don't want to get rid of it. It's a bloody ripper of a hat.
Oh, you do look cool.
Down to the ground. Yeah.
Just on that,
but what I wanted to do was I pictured I'd throw it out into the crowd there and it'd go floating about 30 metres back and someone would grab it out of the air, but it went about 3 feet and then dived onto a table immediately in front and knocked over about 8 drinks. So I was looking like a real winner there.
Yeah. There's actually footage of the darts and Cool Hat Mogey throwing his cool hat into the crowd. Coming out on Instagram 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, wow.
On our one. Hodaki Big Show.
It's on at the same time as the news.
And it just reminded me of how good you look, mate.
I was looking pretty good. There was something of an issue. I mean, there's been a bit of a, what would you call it, a bit of a stink kicked up on the old Instagram there. We had a group photo taken with the backbones that joined us, that won the competition.
Yeah. And they were backbones too.
They were backbones. There's a couple of backbones there, and a gentleman that was sitting next to us as well. What was his name? Keyzie is a good bastard too there.
The guy
Rob.
next to me.
I feel like it was Rob for some reason, but maybe it wasn't.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, he was a good bastard. And then there was a photo that came out of all of us. I thought, what a bloody ripper of a photo. And then you go into the comments, and people are absolutely go in me for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for some
and
reason.
it's just a great photo of a bunch of backbones. You know what I mean?
I think if you head to Hodaki Big Show on Instagram right now and look at the photo of all of us linking arms at the darts, you'll notice the issue, and it is around Mogey. And if you zoom in there, right around the belly button
if
area,
you really expand the photo out there and have a really good look,
you'll see a healthy amount of foliage.
Hot dude.
Hot
dude.
Yeah, a guy's puku hanging out with a good old whack of bush on there.
A massive whack of bush. And I mentioned it in the outro today, actually. If you dropped a match in there, there'd be a world of trouble.
There would be, yeah.
But it brings us to the Hodaki Big Show Big Poll.
The Big Poll.
Mogey's snail trail, yes or no?
Yeah.
Because
This is going to be 100% yes.
I want to get into it a little bit more because I was disgusted but also kind of
Yeah, I saw you
moved
had a
by
full
it.
mongrel running.
Text us 3483 or give us a call if you've got an opinion on 0800 Hodaki. In the meantime, he's the Killers.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed, the Killers here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show, 14 minutes past 4 o'clock. If you missed the Hodaki Big Show Big Poll, the question today, Mogey's snail trail, yes or no? And we were referring to a group picture that was taken while we were down at the New Zealand Darts Masters, and it's garnered a lot of opinion, Mogey.
Yeah, it has, and I'll be honest with it, I don't get it. I mean, I think it's one of the best photos I've ever taken.
Right.
I try and keep my top as short as possible.
Sure.
And my pants sort of low, slung around the hips there.
You do have a very low slung pant.
When I'm waving to someone, my top goes up, and you'll just see my gutters running down the side there. And,
gutters.
and I do think I've got
you need to sweep out the gutters, mate.
I've got a pretty sweet looking snail trail there. I think that's brings a certain sexuality to mind, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
And look at the look on my face, how hot.
The only thing I've seen more here on in terms of the human body is gazing up old Keyzie snores.
How dare you? Have you seen the amount of pubes on it? Okay, Nat, look, the photo's up at the Hodaki Big Show Instagram page, and there are plenty of comments. For example, there's some comments dissing me and dissing Jase.
Yeah.
For example, Hoity J, you need to stand up for these photos because you're so short.
Then I get it.
Yeah, because you're short. And then so there's one for me as well saying, keep that warrior shirt clean from your midnight steamer sweat, Keyzie.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
The rest of them, however, are 100% about Mogey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris Key NZ, cool pubes Mogey. Paddy
Oh,
Gower.
hang on a
Can
minute,
I
that's
say-
you.
Yeah.
Hang on,
Can I-
that's you. That doesn't count.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
I say that the comments were almost like a bushfire, Mogey?
Spreading
You know,
across-
just
spreading across Instagram, yeah, sure.
Okay, Mr. Mike Minogue, here we go, ...
Yeah.
Pat Gower, Minogue putting on a show.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. That Mansell guy, did Mogey lie down wet on a barber's floor before heading out?
No, that's all me. See,
Yeah.
it's all me. I think this is the thing about it. People can't believe what they're seeing, and I can understand that, but that is all me.
NZ Zone, Mike's got his fro going. How good.
How good indeed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
TQVN92 says, turns out Mogey's cool hat is actually a merkin.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not a merkin. Again, it's all me. Hot.
Trevor Hooter, Mogey's pubes
Is that
migrating.
your brother?
Trevor Hooter, Mogey's pubes migrating north for the winter. Why does Mogey look like one of the tree people out of Lord of the Rings? That's from Brotique, New Zealand. JMA Fitness, Mogey causing tremors throughout the country, showing off that skin. Nice
Absolutely.
winter rug, Mogey.
Yeah, thank you.
From Zachy
Thank
Fowles.
You know, can I just...
All
Those-
positive. I'm not hearing any negatives
Can
here.
I just make the
All
comment,
I'm hearing
actually-
is jealousy from Keyzie and
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, no, I'm not
No,
jealous
you
at
love
all.
it, eh?
Yeah, I love it. I just wanted to make the point, because when I'm visualising you, as I do often, I always see you as relatively heeless. So I'll admit to being a little bit shocked by your massive pubic bush, particularly when I consider the fact that you've had a lot of laser stuff going on down there, and it doesn't seem to be working too well because, my God. Look, and I'm not saying I didn't like it.
I know, you
I
love
was
it.
just really surprised at how much was there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Last comment I'll read out, sums it up nicely. Dino Casino, those pubes are a fire hazard.
Yeah, hot. They're hot.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, they're hot. Agree.
If you want to see the photo, Hodaki Big Show, the Instagram page there, you can also vote on the big poll, which is Mogey Snail Trail, yes or no.
This is going to be probably the first time we've had 100%.
I'd be very surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
in
what I'm
favour?
saying? Yeah.
Loving it.
I'm thinking because it's started such a sort of following, I might get my pubes done. And in the sense that...
I don't get them done.
No, I mean, I might,
Get them out.
do the low-slung pant and get Pugs to take a photo of me.
It's a real Jim Morrison vibe.
Shall I go into Studio B now and do that?
Get your pubes
See
out.
what people think of my pubes.
Yeah, get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have enough pubes for it though? Because
No,
Mike's got an alarming amount of pubes.
I've got a fair bush,
No, you got a sweet runner.
and I don't
I've
do the
seen your
manicure.
bush, yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
yeah.
and it's distinguished bush because it's grey.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, so good.
It's like a skunk's tail in
Oh,
there,
great.
you know what I mean?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah.
You were such a good ear drummer, Mogey.
Thanks, mate.
You were so good.
Yeah, I know,
You know,
man.
sometimes people look really stupid doing air guitaring and stuff like that. Not you.
Not me.
You look amazing.
To be fair, that's a pretty simple one, though. Man, I can teach you that one if you want.
Yeah, great. That'd
You
be
come
awesome.
over. These quite good seats we got here. They're like drummers' stools, so you can sit on my lap and then, we'll give it death.
Yeah, nice.
I'll give it-
Will you
give
put
it
your
to you.
hand up my back of my shirt or something?
I don't think that's required.
Oh, right. I
but
don't
I'll
think
reach
it's
around
required,
the side
I mean-
and I'll grab your hands.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah,
I'll go.
good. Like, because when my wife air guitars,
My wife?
it's really embarrassing.
Oh, I bet it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I the first time I saw her air guitar, I nearly divorced her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it she was doing? What was she doing wrong?
Oh, it was just not even
Was
realistic.
she doing it too high?
Yeah, too
Yeah,
high,
yeah.
and the hand signals were
Tell her
just
she
stupid.
just needs to loosen up her guitar strap, and then she can sort of sling it a little bit lower
because
around
you've got to
down
do
by
it
the
hippie
waist.
if you're going to do air guitar.
Yeah, exactly. Man. No, I
yeah.
agree.
Hey, but anyway, right now it's time for
Time to chat footy with.
Jason Mike.
Yeah.
What are the Warriors up to?
Yeah. Waz chat, and I tell you what, actually, while we're at the darts on Friday, we were watching it on our phones.
Oh, that's
at
right.
The darts,
Yeah, we
you
were,
know what I
right,
mean?
that's right. The Warriors-
That's
the
how
Warriors
passionate
took
we
on-
were about it,
the
mate.
Gold Coast
A
Titans.
game we
Got a
were
big
expected
victory.
to win.
28 points
You know
to
what I'm
18.
saying?
Definitely a game we were expected to win, especially seeing
Normally you
as
say,
we...
excuse me,
seeing
Keyzie.
as-
Yeah, I mean, if
When
you're going
other
to
people are
interrupt these,
talking.
you should actually say, you know,
So what
Excuse
happened
me.
was, first 5 minutes, Warriors were
Don't
looking
speak
good.
unless you've been spoken to,
Executing
Keyzie.
Yeah,
perfectly,
totally.
you know,
Yeah.
getting through their sets
But
every
the thing-
time.
I sort of understand what's
They
happening
had
here.
to
He
kick
can't
it.
help but put his massive honker in where it's not wanted.
They had to kick it from deep within their own half, and we were running it back and making good ground. Almost scored. All of a sudden, they're pulling Dallon's hair. They're hitting him high, ruffling our feathers. Do we rise above that? No. We go down to their level, and it really affected us, and we stopped executing. Then, boom. Dylan Walker, bless you, Jase. Dylan Walker comes off the bench with 7 minutes before halftime. Jazz Tavanga as well. Ignites the offense. All of a sudden, we're scoring tries either side of halftime. Things are looking good. We're clicking. Shout out to the Titans, by the way. 25 minutes in the second half. They defended their asses off, and I forgot they only had 12 blokes. 12 blokes. The Warriors, though, final 10 minutes, that's where they sealed the deal. Couple of tries, got the win, 28 points to 12. I am worried, though, fellas, because, you know, the Warriors have got an easy run home, but these teams we're going up against, they're kind of eking out good results. You know, the West Tigers almost beat the Raiders. That's who we're playing next weekend. Raiders are number 5 on the table. You know, we've got the Dolphins the week after that. They almost beat the Knights, 28 points to 30. You know, so although we've got an easy run home, you know, we've just got to keep our wits about us.
I think we need to get rid of this segment.
yeah, I'm thinking so too. If you're just going to jump in there and jump all
Bloody
over us,
rude,
mate.
man.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just turn it back to what are the Warriors up to with Keyzie?
Only if you promise not to talk.
Yeah.
Is that how...
Well, you get to do your yummy boy of the week.
I don't want to do a yummy boy.
You don't have to do him.
No, but you just said you get to do your yummy boy. I don't want to do yummy boy.
Yummy boy is such a great feature. You know how many letters we receive about
Totally,
yummy
letters.
boy of the week?
Totally, mate.
All right, well, should I do...
Keyzie's Yummy Boy of the Week.
Keysie's Yummy Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's going?
Yeah, Keyzie's Yummy Boy of the Week.
The yummiest boy of all is Sean Johnson at the
Oh,
moment.
it's pretty yummy over the weekend.
No, sorry. You're getting a bit slack-ass there. You've already said Sean Johnson. You can't have him every week,
Yeah,
Keyzie.
you always want him every week. That's
Come
true.
on.
Him and his Sean Johnson. Well, the issue is he scored 2 tries, set up a whole heap, kicked
No,
beautifully.
it's about Yummy Boy of
It's
the
got
Week.
nothing to do with your
tries.
ability as a rugby league player.
Oh, right, okay.
In fact, the
Keyzie's
opposite.
Yummy Boy of the Week.
Orlando Bloom.
He's not a player.
Oh!
Oh, he's a player.
Yeah, he's a
So
player.
he's not a player.
Player.
Oh,
Rugby
it has to
league
be a player. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Try again.
Okay.
Keyzie's Yummy Boy of the Week.
Wade Egan, our hooker.
Yeah.
Yummy boy.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Weezer there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 10 minutes to 5 o'clock. Hey, fellas.
Huh?
Fellas.
What? Yeah.
Fellas.
Jase.
Radio Hodaki and the Alternative Commentary Collective are proud to present the Kiwi Pong Pro-Am Championships.
Oh, it's back.
Don't
Pro-Am.
Do you see Keyzie mouthing my words again?
Oh, yeah.
He's
He's a shocker.
mouthing my words.
It's killing them not to mouthing my words.
Well, yes, I know
But
it
no
is.
one knows this because it's radio. No one
but
can
it's
see
annoying in the room.
it. Oh,
We've got 4 team passes to give away to the tournament taking place in Auckland on Saturday, September the 2nd. You can do some, Keyzie. Way you go.
is this you and your mate? Question mark. All you need is a willingness to give it a go and a great team name. Text Pong to 3483 and follow the link to enter. I can see how that would be annoying.
Yeah.
The good thing about this Kiwi Pong tournament is because everyone's got their own rules and stuff. You know, everyone thinks they're good and bad and blah, blah, blah. This puts everyone against one another and it sorts out once and for all.
Yes.
There's a set of rules you must follow. For example, when we play, we have a rule about, you need to use 2 balls and you have to stand a certain amount of distance back from the table, which for you guys with your massive noses, you probably need an extra foot for that. But once you get to this tournament, you realise the actual rules, right? The worldwide rules. And it is worldwide because whoever wins that tournament gets to go to Bali in 2024 with free flights, accommodation, and 10 million of the local rupee spending money
Yeah.
to compete in the world champs.
So good.
Okay.
10 mil rupees.
What would you do with that? Nose job.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much money that actually is, but it sounds like a lot. Sounds like a heap.
10 million rupees? I bet it's
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah, I think if you got the cash out, you made a big pile of it, it'd be almost as massive as your Honker.
Honker,
Keyzie.
yeah.
Well, that's not very much then. That wouldn't get you very far.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
No, but get involved in that because that's a great
Yeah, so-
competition and people enjoy themselves. It's
Text
really
Pong. Text Pong.
Did
You'd
you
be able
get-
to smell a pong with that massive.
Yeah,
good.
right.
Didn't you get like a table tennis ball stuck up one of your nostrils
That's it.
sometime, Keyzie?
They had to make another rule that if somebody was throwing the ball, Keyzie couldn't inhale through his nose at the other end. Get sucked
Stuck it
straight up
up.
the bastard there.
Oh, they did make that rule.
Yeah, good stuff.
Text Pong to 3483. Follow the link and you can enter there.
Good stuff,
You're
mate.
pretty sick of this nose stuff.
Yeah. Oh, tune.
Stink like a stone. Oh, sink. Sorry, that's my bad.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed, the exponents here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock, including your chance to win $2,000 thanks to Gran Turismo. Also, the sports wrap of the weekend. Some great sporting action, Mogey, over the weekend, wasn't there,
Sure
mate?
as all go, man. I even found myself watching the travesty Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight yesterday, which was pretty funny.
Yes.
Not a boxing match really, but yeah, there was a ton on, man. It's a good time in front of the old telly.
Yeah, good stuff.
I watched 7 games of League.
I didn't.
I watch League, well, apart from the Wales, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I watch League only if there's nothing else on.
Right.
You know what I mean, sport-wise.
Right.
I mean, I'll go golf, I'll go netball, I'll go tennis,
Right.
I'll go motor racing.
Would you say, Jase, that you'll go anything else but?
But
Yeah, that's probably how I would have said it.
Yeah.
So good.
Plenty more after 5. Stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope your Monday's going along very nicely indeed. 3 minutes past 5 o'clock. Don't forget you can always text us on 3483 or call us on 0800 Hodaki if there's anything on your mind. I just noted, Mogey, a big box of lollies have been sent to us.
Yeah.
No problem for me because I'm quite a disciplined guy when it comes to that, but I'm worried about you and Keyzie there.
Oh, yeah.
And Pugs there too, you know.
Yeah, right.
Just hoeing in.
Just
Yeah.
you just sniff out the lollies with that massive nose of yours, Jase.
Do you think you guys are going to be able to control yourselves or what?
Well, I've controlled myself all year, so I reckon I should be right.
Right, how much are we going to pay you if we lose? by the
$100
way?
each.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But I can't see either of you reaching into your pockets, to be honest with you.
I
I think both of you will renege on the deal. That's what I'm anticipating.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What people don't know about me is I'm actually a very generous man.
No, I know, because they've never seen
In
it.
the nose department. That's about it.
You're just firing away, aren't you, Keyzie? Hey, speaking of fire, the big poll today, Mogey Snail Trail, yes or no? There's a photo that was taken, a group photo when we were at the New Zealand Dance Masters with Mogey's shirt riding up and his low-slung trousers riding down, and there is some massive pubic action going on there, so go and check that out.
We have bush.
And make sure that you vote on the Hodaki Big Show Big Poll.
That's right. 3483 as well. Did you mention 3483?
Yes, I
If
did.
people need anything?
Yeah, I did.
Did you mention the time?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Keyzie.
cool. Check.
All the bases are covered there, mate.
Yeah, good
They
stuff,
can ask
mate.
any question they want.
Yep, totally,
text us
mate.
through 3483, like, how does Keyzie stay standing up with all the weight front-loaded on that massive honker?
Good one, Pew Bush.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Well, yes, indeed, Chelsea Decker there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 8 minutes past 5 o'clock. Someone wanting to know if you conditioned your pubes, by the way, Mogey.
Nah, they're asking about Keyzie.
Oh, were they back? Oh, do you do that, Keyzie?
Yeah, no, I told him the answer.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yes.
What do you do?
Huh? Pantene?
Oh, okay. Pantene conditioner.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Mogey, I was one of the things I did watch over the weekend was a great doco on the old Netflix there.
Doco is short for documentary, Keyzie. You won't know
documentary.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is kind of real life stuff.
That's sort of a showbiz term.
Yeah.
Right. So much to learn.
Actually, just on that front, I might have some work for you on the doco front.
Oh, cool. We'll chat about that another time.
Yeah,
mate.
definitely we will. But it was called The Deepest Breath, Mogey.
Oh.
And boy, it took me back, mate. It was all about free divers.
Oh.
Diving to get the deepest dive, the world record. And geez, it took me back to when you and I, were in that competition years and years ago, mate.
You guys did freediving.
Freediving,
Massively so.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think that my lungs are rooted because of the million durries that I've smoked. But actually, that's not the case. It's because of all the deep diving that I did.
Hang on. Was it freediving when you did it, or was it called nose diving?
Free diving, Keyzie. Free diving.
Right. Just double checking if they rebranded or anything.
And often what happened, as you can attest to, Mogey, is the old blood vessels in the lungs would explode because we were getting down to 100 metres,
You'd be
150
burning.
metres.
Yeah, it'd be burning up. And, well, initially we sailed a course, didn't we? We were diving for pearls.
Yes.
So you go down to the seabed there and you just go along and just be stealing all these pearls off the bottom
From
of
the
the
clams?
ocean there. And so that was a good time. And then it worked out there's a competition. You could actually make some money doing the
massive
dives
money.
doing that way. So, yeah, it was tickety-boo.
Wow.
108 metres, 108 metres, Keyzie.
Far out.
Yeah.
Without obviously you got your natural snorkel, but did you have your scuba gear?
On the Big Blue.
Oh, right.
It's called the Big Blue.
And were you allowed flippers?
Well, you could have flippers. I chose not to.
Yeah.
Jase was sort of the depth specialist, whereas I went for the duration. It was more about duration for me, Keyzie.
Yeah.
And I got up to, I think, prior to that, I think that the record now is 24 minutes, 30 seconds or something like that.
24 minutes.
But I did 45 minutes and 8 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
man.
I've always wanted to have a go at... I've always wanted to have a go at free diving.
Oh, have you?
diving, yeah.
Well, at diving
yeah.
at least. Because, you
Yeah.
go, what's the name?
The trouble is, man, they're very particular about the rules. There's a lot of stringent rules, and I think, and this isn't, I'm not being silly or anything, but given the size of your honker,
Yeah.
Oh, you're not being silly.
honestly, man,
The amount of
honestly,
oxygen.
What do you mean?
Well, you got a couple, like each nostril is about the size of a scuba tank.
Yeah. It'd be like 2 air balloons on the side there. Just filling
So
up
what,
with...
they wouldn't let me free dive?
Yeah, well, they
Nah,
would.
But they
that'd
let
be
you two
considered
do it.
cheating, man.
I'll be honest with you. You get so much air up that snarls, Keyzie, I don't think you could get underwater. You know what I mean? You'd just be floating the whole time.
People have a state they think you're drowned or something face down in the water there, mate. It'd be no good.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we need to stop this whole
and,
night.
and also, you need to get a nose peg made, and that'd have to be specialised for you, I think.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, let's finish this whole nose thing off, hey? It's,
I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
are you happy with it, are you?
Well, look, I don't know.
I think
What's
we
the
should
go- I
finish.
don't know
I think
what-
we should stop. Like, I enjoy saying stuff about how you guys got massive honkers, but because what happens is it then gets turned on to me.
But is it the audience is everything, Keys, and if the audience is loving it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are the audience
I don't
loving
know.
it? 3483. Give us a text.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we have a yarn about it next? Because tensions are getting a little bit high.
Yes,
you
people
know
are getting
what
a
I
bit
mean?
toey.
Yeah.
You see your nostrils flaring when you get angry, Keyzie.
All right, Jase.
Gets in my line
All
of
right,
sight.
mate.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Cure there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show, Monday afternoon, 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. All right, fellas. I feel like we're reaching a point now with Honker chat where we need to resolve things one way or t'other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because then the reason I've even suggested this is that we all have massive honkers, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially
Yeah.
you guys. But what happens is it turns from all of us against one another into both of you going at my snout, which isn't even that big. You know what I mean?
Compared to what?
Well, to be fair, it's the biggest target, Keyzie.
See? He says compared to what you say.
Well,
it's the
you were
biggest target.
talking, though, so,
yeah,
you know.
Right.
exactly.
But we have put the question out there on 3483. Are you guys sick of nose jokes yet? A lot of great texts coming through. For example, the reason Hoodie J could freedive so deep is because his honker is basically a boat anchor dragging him down to the sea floor. When your three beaks get nosebleeds, your red blood cell count cuts in half. It would be deep sea trawling if old Keyzie were face down in the water freediving. Can't do that anymore, unfortunately. Surprise! See, this is what I mean. Surprise! Keyzie can even read text with that gargantuan nose blocking his view.
Fair cool.
No,
Well,
I can read text.
I'm just making the point that I always have to look around it to see Mogey. Is my point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Forget you trying to read texts.
So when I face forward, you can't see past it.
Well,
Well, this one here says, don't you dare stop the honker chat. The only reason, and this other one here on 3483, the only reason to listen to this rubbish radio station is to hear about those huge honkers of yours. So
yeah.
it's pretty well split, but I guess I think the only way to really get to the bottom of it is we need to determine who has got the biggest honker.
Oh, I'm already
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that right now. Looking at you.
Yeah.
It's not hard to
But
figure
I think
out.
there is a way to, there is a way to work it out, and that
Yes,
is you
there
get
is.
somebody that is an absolute expert in,
Specialist.
in massive honkers, and that is Keys.
I was like, here we go. Here we go. yeah, I'll do that.
We'll get a rhinoplasty doctor, surgeon,
Yes.
or what do you call them? Plastic surgeons.
Plastic surgeon.
They're dealing with honkers all the time. Get them to come in here, measure us up, or
We need a
Go on,
surveyor
get it
to do
out,
your
get it,
nose,
yeah.
mate.
That's right. Or weigh them, or however they do it.
Well, how do they measure mountains, basically? Because that's what we're going to need for your two schnozzers. Like the heights and what's distance above sea level. That's what we'll do for you guys.
Which is, when I'm looking at your ski slope there, Keyzie, down this, no way, mate.
Right,
no way.
old Kilimanjaro hoodie.
But I think you're right. I think that's what we need to do. We need to get a professional in here.
Yeah,
to
that's
sort
right.
it out once and for all.
Yeah.
King of the snars.
Yeah, king of the schnoz. And then at that point, I think we could probably put it to bed, or at least focus on the person who truly deserves it.
Yeah,
while
yeah.
leaving those of us
Well, I
like
think
me
it-
with tiny little, beautiful little schnoz I've got.
Here's
Leave them alone.
Here's the deal, I reckon. Whoever has got the biggest snars, right, gets punished relentlessly and cannot.
Cool
and
deal.
Cannot,
That's a great
and
deal.
cannot respond to all the snoz jokes, all right?
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like the plan to me.
I feel like you guys are going to stitch it up, though, so it's me. I have to sit here.
There's nothing that I could do, and also you never cheat in these things. You want to know what the real deal is.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So
There's
we
something-
agreed, a professional?
Now there's something that's come through here.
Right.
This text has come through here. It says enough of the nose stuff, and also my wife.
My wife!
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Arctic Monkeys there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show Monday afternoon, 27 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now the 90s till now countdown. Vote to win an instant vinyl collection, 90 vinyls I believe it is, fellas.
That's right.
And all you need to do is text song to 3483.
That's right. We are going to be kicking off that countdown in 2 weeks' time, so get stuck in now and win yourself that epic prize.
900 tunes, boys.
So many tunes.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. And you were saying just before, because the actual collection's out there in Studio B.
It is.
Jesus, she's bloody
Yeah.
impressive looking.
Tell you what, I've been picking through that bastard.
Yeah, I've taken a couple as well.
Yeah.
Probably down to about 70 odd now, but,
Yeah.
a few that I needed to
Wait,
fill
can
in.
you-
in terms of-
nothing.
Wait, Mike, can you say you've been picking through that bastard again? Is that all good? Can you just quickly do that? Mike, can you say it?
Yeah, I've been picking through that bastard like it's Keyzie schnoz. There's that many
you
albums
take a
in
break
it.
from picking your nose, did you? Got him.
Yeah, no, but get involved, and that's bloody awesome. Hey, but it's time now for the big show, Sports Wrap at the Weekend. Hey, Mogey,
Yeah, babe.
how good, mate, afternoon rugby test match.
It was a bloody ripper, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went down to a a local bar with my missus and my kid there, and got into it, man. It was awesome. There was an Aussie fella there up at the bar, and he was giving it to us all the way up until about 2 minutes before the end of the game.
Yeah. She was a bit of a shambles to start off with. I was effing and jeffing all over the place. Fortunately, I had some dip and some chips. So
I'll tell you what I
wasn't too
really
upset.
enjoyed was old Eddie Jones there.
Oh, yes.
Grabbing onto his walkie-talkie, and when there was a try scored under the post, which took the All Blacks into the lead, I believe, he smashed it twice on the table in front of him.
Yes.
And punctuated each time with an F-bomb.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was magnificent.
For
He
someone
seems
that's...
like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
he? I was amazed at the tanties, actually. It was great to see.
Yeah, it was really good.
And you were saying you were having a few tanties over the weekend there, Keyzie, about the netball.
Well, I wasn't tanties. I was just a bit let down by what I saw from the Silver Ferns in the
Right.
World Cup.
Yeah.
And I know that Grace Wicke, their main shooter, went down and stuff. They just looked a bit clunky. I'm not used to them looking clunky. You know what I mean? Like, they're constantly having to pass the ball backwards because they couldn't find space forwards on the court,
Sure.
which is never a good sign.
Yeah.
And to come away fourth, shout out to Jamaica. I kind of wanted them to win the whole thing. But,
Unlikely.
Yeah.
no, they're going to come third. Well, they are third.
We've already mentioned the Wars. Great win.
Yeah.
The boys just go on and on. There was a few things about their game I wasn't happy with, but I've had a chat to them, and I think that'll be sorted by next
What
weekend.
stuff did you touch on?
Oh, they just fell into the trap of a bit of dirty play, and they just got dragged down that drain pipe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'd
thought
agree
that
with
was
that.
unnecessary.
I'd agree with that.
Just be better than that, fellas. Be better than that.
I think it was a good lesson to learn, though, going into sort of the finals.
Sure.
Get that sort of thing out of our system
Yeah.
and learn from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What else, sporting
Bit
wise?
of Jake Paul, the YouTuber, boxing against Nate Diaz, who's an MMA fighter.
Well, former,
he
though,
knows
right?
how to get punched in the head for 10 rounds. I can tell you that much about Nate Diaz. Say what you like about him. Another thing I'll say about Jake Paul is he wasn't puffed at all after 10 rounds, and I was wondering what was giving him all that energy. I've got to say, as a side note, there's no drug testing in those fights.
Oh, right, okay.
So I've never watched him fight because I think the whole thing's a farce.
Yeah.
Is it a good watching or not?
No, I mean, it was free, so I watched it.
Oh, was it free?
Yeah,
Right,
it
okay.
was free. Yeah. I was at a mate's place
Do-
and he had it, so...
Do you reckon if he was to fight like a genuine boxer who's in form right
Well,
now?
he fought a boxer the last time he went out, and he lost in this, and that was Tommy Fury, who's
Yeah,
not
that's
really
right.
a great fighter.
yeah, I've never really rated
but
Tommy.
Look, the guy makes a lot of money. He makes money for other people. He's bringing eyes to the sport, so yeah, whatever. But God Almighty, I'd love to know what he's on.
Like financially or just pointed at his massive honker.
Yeah.
Or we might have just been pointing at something
It's a
else, but his
secret.
honker got in
It's
the
a
way.
secret.
Yeah.
It's a secret, Keyzie.
Well, there you go. That's the Big Show Sport Wrap of the weekend.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. Radio Hodaki.
Get a chance to compete in professional racing.
In the Gran Turismo movie.
Dude, this is rude.
Yes, indeed, and you can get involved in this, New Zealand. All of us here on the Hodaki Big Show going to do some driving challenges.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is text either Jase or
Wait. GT,
Whoa.
GT.
Jase, GT Mike, or GT Keyzie.
Keyzie.
To
That's
3483 as to who you think will be the overall winner once the driving challenges have been completed.
Bloody exciting, isn't it?
Yeah,
Now,
it is exciting.
We've filmed the challenges already, and those are going to be coming out
Not
this
all
week.
of them.
Oh, yeah, still
No,
one to
there's
go.
one
to go.
Yeah.
But these are going to be coming out on our social media this week, so keep an eye out. And whoever you voted for, if that person wins, everyone that voted for that person is then they do a lucky dip, pull out a winner, $2,000 cash.
Yeah. We could put all the winning entries in Keyzie Snoz.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just put them all in there.
Put one in there and then pull
Draw
one.
it out.
Yeah, totally. No,
Jase.
Jase. It's such a good idea, mate.
No, listen.
It's really funny. Really funny.
Listen, I just want to say, by the way, because
What?
I've had basically no votes for old Hoity J.
Oh, man.
Boy,
to
are
be fair,
people
though-
going to feel stupid at the end of this?
To be fair, though, it wasn't a vote on who's got the most massive honker in the world.
Yeah,
That's
because you would
true.
have won that.
But do get involved in it because you could win $2,000 cash.
Oh,
Actually, you know what we should do, fellas? What I'm thinking.
Listen to that honk. Yeah,
I
that
did.
was from Minot.
Massive honk.
Wow.
I think what we should do is go and see the movie together,
which one?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo,
Oh, yeah.
and
The one we're promoting.
Yeah.
and then maybe go out for a curry
Sounds good.
night.
Go for a curry about 10 o'clock at night.
Totally, man. I'd be
Primo.
into that.
Yeah, I'm keen.
Mild butter chicken for Keyzie.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, by the way, that movie comes out August 10th, which is in 3 days' time. And once again, if you want to win $2,000, text either GT Jase, GT Mike, or GT Keyzie to 3483.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Good on you.
Good on you, mate.
Right, this is a tune.
You can just feel it in the air, can't you? People just waiting to just have a douche moment. Douche. Jeez.
This is why we need to stop this nose stuff.
Yeah, we'll sort it, Keyzie. We'll sort it.
Did you say snort it or sort it? Oh, okay. Just with that massive honker, that's what I thought.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Friends Ferdinand there to round us off. Hey, don't forget after 6 o'clock the results of the Big Show Big Poll. Today's discussion was focused on Mogey's snail trail from a photo that was taken on Friday night. Yes or no?
That's right, Mogey Snail Trail, yes or no. If you want to see the photo and or vote on the poll, head to the Hodaki Big Show Instagram page.
And I'm just thinking about it now, Mogey. Yes or no? Like, i.e. hot or not? Is that what we're saying? Are we saying we love it or we...
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like, are you keen on it?
Is it hot or not?
Right.
That's one thing I've actually never had is a snail trail. I've never had that little douche hairy line down to the bush.
Well, to be
mine's
fair,
sort of more of the width of an ocean, but that's what makes it so hot.
I think your snail got lost on the way down, and just sort of started going backwards and forth.
Wandering around aimlessly.
Yours is like a 70s do, isn't it?
It is.
You know what I mean?
Very bushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, as a joke, you decided to like grab a wig and just shove it down your pants there.
Oh, no, it's not like
bad.
that.
It's not
No,
bad.
it's not like that.
Well, I just thought I was just going.
It's not like that.
That's a bit far,
That's
mate.
actually a bit mean.
Yeah, that's actually a bit rude.
That's not what we do here, mate.
Is that sexist?
What?
Hey, listen, coming up also after 6 o'clock, fellas, we're going to give away our podcast outro winner prize.
Oh, we haven't done that in ages.
No, we haven't, have we?
Yeah, because Pugs was away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God
Now
knows.
he's back.
And also, of course, as always, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue, and he's been waxing lyrical all show today.
It's the only waxing he's been doing.
About all the great stuff that he
talking about
viewed
his
over the
cubes.
weekend. Yeah. Good
So
stuff.
good.
Make sure you stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. Hope your Monday's going along very nicely indeed. Now, we do a podcast outro, extra content just off our own bat, just because we're good bastards. Outside of the show, kind of behind the scenes of the big show. Sounds a bit like this. You know what I did when I went home after our darts trip? Made a dip.
At 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I held off for an hour or two.
Oh, good on you,
and then
mate.
Oh, no. Let me just fact check this. An hour or two. How long did you hold off?
About
20 minutes.
an hour.
Yeah, full.
Yeah, that's true. Hoeing into the dip at 10 o'clock in the morning.
We do that daily, by the way. If
Yes.
you listen to the show and you think, man, I wouldn't mind more of those guys, they're cool.
That's
then
good eating.
Yeah,
Search
yeah.
Hodaki Big Show wherever you get your podcasts from.
I tell you who has done that. That's Lachlan. Lachlan, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. What do you do for a crust, Lachlan?
Oh, I'm an accountant.
Oh, my God! Backbone!
Yeah, how good.
Jeez, you'd have
Yes.
some work yarns, wouldn't you, brother?
What was that, sir?
You'd have some work yarns, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally,
Real
mate.
exciting.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to ask you what the Keyzie words were. This is for all the listeners out there. We have a Keyzie word each day for the podcast outro. If you send all 5 in at the end of the week, you can win $1 million.
Well, for example, Lockie sent through blowout, hair, bus stop, steamed buns.
Steamed buns.
Yeah, so great topics of chat.
Absolutely no recollection of any of those.
No.
Well, good on you, Lachlan. I tell you what you've won because you've made that effort, mate. You've won a signed Backbone T-shirt, a vinyl, and some Hodaki merch.
How good. Cheers, boys.
Good
No,
on you,
thanks
man.
for listening, mate.
We appreciate it. Tell your mates about it, okay?
Bloody
Yeah,
good.
we'll do.
Good on you, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Aerosmith there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, it's time for the Hodaki Big Show Big Poll. The Big Poll. Mogey Snail Trail, yes or no? That was the question. I'm picking a very high yes count on this. Maybe 70-20, 70-30, 70 odd to 30.
The only thing that'll swing, because I would have gone sort of 95, to
5.
love it. But I can see there'll be a lot of jealous people out there.
Yeah.
What, jealousy of pubes?
So there'll be honest people and then people that are jealous of my sexiness in the pube area.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And so I think that could probably
Bring it down.
Up. But that's okay, man.
Like you, I'd go 95, but because of that,
the jealousy.
70-30, I reckon.
Yeah,
So-
completely flip it. I don't know.
If you want to get your eyeballs on Mogey's snail trail, go to the Hodaki Big Show Instagram page. You'll see a photo of us all at the darts from Friday night. Just zoom in on old Mogey's pelvis there.
Do you like
and-
my blue steel gaze as well?
Yeah, it's the eyes too. You can zoom in on those. You look crazy. And then you got this mad bush.
Crazy hot.
Yeah, crazy hot. That's it. You can vote on the Instagram story. Mogey Snail Trail, yes, 68%.
Is that right?
So pretty much 70%.
I would have gone a little bit higher than that, but yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's yeah.
I mean, it's still alarming that 70% of New Zealand say, yeah, Mogey's got great snail
I
trail.
don't find
I'm
that
just getting
alarming
this
at all.
negative vibe off your Keyzie, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're jealous, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? You don't
totally.
have to be. When you're 46, don't worry. Your pubes will be going all over the shop.
Oh, cool.
And the good news for the
Great.
listeners out there, tomorrow's big poll is going to be Hoity Jase snail trail,
Oh, is
yes
this-
or no?
And then what's Wednesday's going to be?
Well, I will stop it there because otherwise it'll just get gross. And I can tell you just on that front that Pugs has already taken the photo. for
Of
me.
your pubes.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
don't have to zoom because he went in close. He
Nice
really,
and tight.
he really got in there and
Yeah.
just, you can see all the movement and all the.
Do you
It's
have a
like-
hairy tummy, Jace?
No,
Except
I-
for what's in the photo.
I have very little hair on my body, but a massive bush.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, the Stone Temple Pilots there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of TV, but I did go to Disney on Ice.
Oh, so good.
Cool.
Disney on Ice. And it was amazing, man.
Great.
I was surprised. She's full on. I recently went to Cirque du Soleil on Ice, and this was better than that.
Right. Is this aimed
Much
at kids?
better. It's aimed at kids, yeah.
And your daughter enjoy it?
She loved it. Yep, she didn't really know any Disney stuff. We haven't done a lot of Disney, but 2 hours, full
Were there
on.
princesses, though?
Yeah, we had Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yes.
There was some Aladdin. Jasmine was there, you see. There was your Moana. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Absolutely incredible. Really good. Quite nostalgic, because
Yeah.
you know a lot of the stuff.
Sure.
Whether you watched it or not. They do peddle a lot of crap in terms of going and buying a plastic cup. There was a slushy cup you could get, $30. You get a slushy, it was $30, but it came in a plastic Moana cup.
Oh,
So
right,
worth
yeah.
every penny.
So, yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
totally.
responsible for probably God knows how much of the world's pollution, but bloody good show, man. I recommend it if you can get along.
Sweet.
Is it still going, is it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Is Disney stuff like that, is it still Mickey Mouse and stuff? Or is
Mickey
it
Mouse was in there.
Yeah,
Mickey
yeah,
Mouse,
yeah.
Minnie Mouse, Ducky, Donald Duck,
Goofy.
Pluto?
Pluto. Yep,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
all there. So they were there was 5 of them that was sort of leading the way.
I love Goofy.
Bloody amazing, man. Jesus, it was good. I was
Awesome.
shocked to enjoy
Whenever
it.
when I think of that, Mogey, I think of that movie Blades of Glory.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
With
yeah,
Will
yeah.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell
It
ends
wasn't
up-
as good as that, but it
No.
was pretty good.
Last night I watched a doco which was pretty good, called The Deepest Breath.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about free divers trying to get the world record free diving. Freaky shit, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
It was a Kiwi guy that had the
William
He
Red
was
Bull
a-
Bridge.
yeah, Kiwi guy, and he's in the doco. And it was sort of focusing on the female world champion.
You were?
No, well, I kind of was focused on it. But it was one of those docos where there was just a feeling of impending doom
Sure.
throughout, where you're going, oh, God.
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, God. And sure enough, I won't give it away, but oh, God.
Yeah.
And it was really good, too, because you had the parents watching these people go and do these crazy dives, many of whom died or drowned. You know, and you watch the parents going, oh, my God, and they disappear for a minute and they can't find them and
Oh, my
stuff.
God.
Horrendous stuff, but definitely worth a watch.
Great. What's that on?
Netflix.
Yeah, beauty.
I watched Traitors, which is
Oh,
on
yes.
TV3. It's a brand new reality series. Star Matt Heath's part of it.
Hefty.
Paul Henry's the host of it.
Hefty.
There's a few well-known Kiwis in there. I hated the first half an hour of it. There's a whole lot of like people pretending. There's a lot of wank around it being mysterious and blah blah blah. Once you actually get into it, though,
Yeah.
quite entertaining.
Quite
and I
entertaining.
think Matt Heath was the most entertaining out of everyone because everyone, basically, you have to decide who in the room's a traitor, and everyone's like, Matt Heath, you know, he's being so laid back and he's acting like he doesn't really know what's going on. But I reckon he does know. And in my head, I'm like, no, that's just Matt. He has no idea what's going on. So everyone was really suspicious of him. But he was great. Would I watch it again? I might give it one more episode.
Yeah, good on you.
Good on you, Keyzie.
But more entertaining than
Keeping
I
it
thought.
local, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Good on you, mate. Oh!
Hang on a minute.
June, eh, fellas?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. White Stripes there on the radio. Hodaki, Big Show. Now, I'll tell you what, fellas, it was great getting out on the road again this last Friday for the 2023 New Zealand Dance Masters. We're going to be doing it again really, really shortly. Going down to Beervan on the 18th and 19th of August, Mogey.
Mate, she's going to be a bloody ripper, eh? I am really looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see who's down there, get a good eye on things, and just have a cracker of a time.
I'll get an eye on things, all right. The best part is we're offering the trip for you and two mates to come with us as well to Sky Sports Stadium to get amongst all the beers and the food and the live music, fellas.
Classic Keyzie, eh?
Yeah, and the great thing is, you know, people often think about Beervan and they think about the beers. There's lots of great food going on there too. And, you know, you and two mates, how good, mate. All your
so
accommodation paid for, you know,
Flights.
your flights paid for. It'll be a bloody good time. Catch up with all the boys in the big show. Great stuff, Mogey.
Yeah, it's going to be a ripper. Of course, we're doing the show live from down there. We're going to be on the concourse there for a few hours there and belting it out to all the local backbones, etc. And they're pretty bloody excited, man. Can't wait to get down there and see you bastards out there. Good on you, boys.
If you want to... What?
What do they need to do, Keyzie?
Good question, Jase. If you'd like to get involved, head to hodaki.co.nz, enter the draw there, and then you can have so much fun, you'll be cross-eyed.
What?
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, well, there you go, done and dusted for your Monday evening. What's your plans tonight, Mogey?
I've got a little bit of a online course I'm doing at the moment, so I'm going to get on that. I missed it last week because I lost my login details.
Right, you got them back, no?
Yeah, it was a good start, I thought. So now I've sorted it out, and fingers crossed she's going to be all good.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. What about you, Keyzie?
Tonight, what's tonight? Monday, netball.
Right.
Big netball night. Then I'll be going home to have dinner with my wife, put her to bed.
My wife!
And then I'll be jumping online as well, like Mogey,
Yeah.
but to play PlayStation.
I'm going to see an old New Zealand film tonight, Topless Women Talk About Their Lives, which my wife was in.
My wife!
Playing at the Capitol Theatre, so I'll go down there and catch up with all the whānau.
So what's
man.
the plot of that?
I don't know, I can't remember. I'll find out again tonight. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Unless it's really bad, and then I won't.
So your wife's in a film called Topless Women Talk About Their Lives.
Yes.
Is Terry going?
Do you know is Terry going?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking her. And then
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
meeting
yeah.
them there.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure having your company this Monday afternoon. Go and check out our podcast. Also go and check out our Instagram account because there's a lot going on there. Till tomorrow. See you later.